Hey everyone, a really warm welcome back to the channel. Well, a massive series is about to kick off around here on this channel, so I thought it might be useful to give a bit of context by way of introduction. And while I'm chatting, I'll put a few images up on screen so that you can get a really good feel for what's coming up in the future. If you've been following me for a while on this channel or on Instagram or Twitter or so on, you'll probably know that back in 2019, so nearly the end of 2019, I was able to fulfill quite a long-held dream, and that was to buy this van. And I had a very, very clear vision for what I was trying to achieve for the van, but everything that was out there wasn't quite right. I couldn't get exactly the thing I was after, and so compromises were needed, which meant, first off, we didn't rush into the purchase of the van. We thought very carefully about the things that were absolute must-haves and the things that we could live without and the things that we might be able to manage workarounds for. And not only that, but once we had the van, we lived with it for a while to really get used to whether we were expecting to use it in the way we thought we would, and see how it fitted into family life, and then make a few little adjustments and extras. So this van is a brand new van. I was lucky enough to get a very good deal, which meant brand new made more sense than ex-demo or nearly new, which is what we've always gone for in the past. But given that it's a brand new van and that it's covered by service plans and extended warranties and all the rest of it, then I wanted to make a few little additions, but nothing that got anywhere near the main fabric of the van itself. So there are no modifications involved. All the things that I fitted in the van are extras and removables and so on. So it's certainly not a van build, but this is taking a caravel, or what's known on the continent as a multivan, and trying to create the ultimate multivan. So that's the plan. That's where the series is going. So long story short, this is our 4Motion 199 PS T6 VW Caravel Executive. It's a van. It's a very posh van, and it's got loads of trimmings on and quite a few extra options. And one day I'll make an episode about the options we went for. And now, almost 2.5 years later, which ones we've used, which ones we haven't used, and therefore whether we'd specify those things again. And this series is not a van build. There's no insulating, carpeting, all that sort of stuff. This series is very much about making additional modules and things that can attach to the vehicle without being a modification in any way, because as I was lucky enough to be able to buy a brand new van, it's covered by service plans and extended warranties and all the rest of it. So we actually used the van for a good few months at least before we started working on these bits and bobs, because we wanted to see how we were using it, whether it was living up to the vision itself, and of course modify and evolve our ideas for what we wanted to do. So as we started to make those changes, I recorded footage all the way along, but what I didn't do was record it as vlog type episodes. So I have all the build footage, and this series will be a look back at those things from an editing perspective. And I'll by doing that, I'll be able to put commentary on to say what's worked well, what hasn't worked so well, and how our ideas have evolved. And I think that would probably work best, because there were a lot of projects that we were working on simultaneously, and a lot of projects took a very long time to see through because we wanted to gently evolve them, which would make vlog type episodes impossible and pointless and difficult to follow through for an audience anyway. So hopefully breaking the material down into episodes based on each little theme or each little adaptation will make a lot more sense now we're looking back from the future. Of course, by the time we get to the end, you guys will be completely up to date with all the things that we've done and the state of play at that particular point in time. So as much as I'd absolutely love to be doing one video a week, unfortunately I can't keep up with that sort of editing and upload schedule. You know, there's a business to run, a family to run, a house to run, all that sort of stuff, even only taking 100% responsibility for the business and 50-50 for the house and the family. So there's going to be one episode of the sort of fan build, I guess it is, series every fortnight, and then there'll be much more sporadic episodes of caravanning content. So don't worry, folks, that follow the channel for the caravanning content. So I've called the series Creating the Ultimate Multivan, because that's what I'm trying to do, create the perfect family vehicle for us anyway. Be that from Mum's taxi service, perhaps I should have called it the Uber Multivans series. Anyway, Mum's taxi service, so, you know, getting the kids to their activities, parking outside the swimming pool and in various schools' car parks and all the rest of it, for family picnics and days out and that sort of thing, sort of flexible support vehicle for that, occasionally as a camper, and related to Mum's taxi, you know, having to drive various members of the hockey squad or the maths challenge squad around. Yeah, convenient when your mum's her own boss, isn't it, and can deliver you to these things. Anyway, as well as being a great tow car for pulling the caravan and, you know, all-round flexible family taking stuff to the tip type wagon, all that sort of stuff. So that's the plan. Ultimate flexible daily driver vehicle that can do everything while being comfortable and pleasant and just about able to park in goodness knows what school car park. Anyway, that's the plan. Family support wagon, if you like. We didn't need a full camper, so this is certainly not a camper van build. What we needed was a massively flexible vehicle that could do all sorts of things. So that's the series. Do hit that bell icon ding dong thing if you'd love to get a notification every time I release one of the videos for this series or anything else that's coming up on the channel. Thanks for tuning in, and I guess catch you in the next one. So bye for now. See ya.